Hi, yesterday I got this bottle as a present and now I show it to you. But don't be afraid, it is not a bottle video. I would like to show you another ICStation kit. That is my favorite background. And here is the bag. Its item number is 13240. This is a red countdown timer, 30-second rotary electronic clock, do-it-yourself kit, 30-second rotate seconds, count, smart timing, alarm, teaching, do-it-yourself kit. So basically it is a 1-minute stopper with 60 LEDs and you can see the time on it. Always one LED is lightning and the others are dark. And after 1 minute it produces some sound. Let's see the connection diagram. It is not available presently on the website, but there is a node that you can ask for it. So I asked for it. So this is the schematic. The base of this circuit is the well-known CMOS 4017, which is a Johnson counter and with 10 outputs, and always one output is high, and after each clock this counts forward and the next output will be high, and if the last is high then it rolled back and the first will be again, and so on. So it has 10 outputs. You can buy a lot of small kits with this IC waterfall with LEDs or small roulette when the LEDs are in a circle, but in each product only 10 LED is available. But now this clock, let's see the PCB first. So this PCB contains from 1 to 60 LEDs in a circle, so you have to drive them. And this schematic is a very witty solution. In the upper left corner there is a 1 Hz square wave generator built on a well-known 555, and if this 10 microfarad is really 10 microfarad and the resistors is also very close to the nominal values, then it produces nearly 1 Hz. And this 1 Hz signal is leaded into the clock of the first 4017 and it counts up to 0 to 9. And each output, which when it is high, drive an anode of one of the LEDs here. And there is another same counter, 4017, which counts the rows. So basically the LEDs are ordered, the 60 LEDs are ordered in a 6 by 10 matrix. So first it is in the first position, later I show you how, and then this LED will bright, and then the next clock produce the next output, so the next LED will be on, and so on. And when it is finished, this is the count output of this first counter connected to the clock input of the second counter. So after one row of the matrix it steps to the other one, and then following 10 LED will working, and then the third line, and so on. And after the 6th row, the 7th produce a sound on this small speaker. And let's see how is it working. With this 2 transistor circuit is basically an RS flip-flop or storage device with a little trick. With this capacitor, when you turn it on, it set this bistable multivibrator to the stop state. So this capacitor is empty at the beginning, so produce a current to the base of this transistor. That's why it is open, so this will be low, and this low will produce a high here, and this high will feed it back with this resistor to the base of the first transistor, so it remains in this position and resetted the 2 counter. And when you press the start button, then this high level will be shorted to the ground, so the base of the transistor will be at 0 voltage. That's why the collector will be on high, and this high level open the second transistor, and that will be low, and this low keep in this state the circuit until it is not stopped. Or if it is finished, then it is also stopped. And let's see what else on it. There is a button for the power. It's easy, power on, power off. And another switch which can put into pause the circuit. So basically this is the counting position. When this LED is opened and this clock inhibit input will be low, and it is necessary for counting this device. And if you press it to pause, then this LED will be connected to the ground, so it will blinking with 1 Hertz once per second. And also this point will be floating from the earth, and this pull-up resistor produces a high level on the clock inhibit, so it will stop counting until it is not switched back again. So I'm saying it's an interesting circuit. And now let's see what are in the bag. The first is the PCB. It is a very nice double-sided PCB. Here are a lot of LEDs, and here are the two counter, the 555 and an inverter, which is necessary to invert the output. Maybe I didn't explain it. So these are the high levels for the anode, and these high levels are inverted with these 6 inverters to produce low level. So when any output is high, this will be low, and this high and this low will bright the LED. So let's see the other side. You can see there are a lot of circles because the LEDs are grouped together, and this is one group, this 10, this is other group, other group, other group, other group, other group, this 6 group, and here are the 10 possibilities for which LED should be on from the selected group of 10s. So let's see the components. It has a USB to DC jack cable. It will be useful later to use it. I hope there are 60 LEDs, a few resistors, no sockets for the ICs, so be careful with inserting them and solder them in the right position. This small switch, toggle switch for power and for pause, and 2 buttons. But I do not like this long type buttons, so I drop them away and we'll use this short one, which is more stable if you press it. The transistors, I hope they are the same. All the 4 transistors are the same, so it is easy to apply them, the small power adapter, and so on. So, as usual, let's start the assembling with the lowest components, which are the resistors in this case. The values are mentioned on the PCB, so you can assemble it without any additional documentation. This is the 1K resistor, 68K, 470 ohms, 6.8 kilo ohms, 22 kilo ohms. So now they are in numerical order, but the smallest component is this diode. Let's start with it. Now the circuit is ready. Let's try it. I use a power bank now. So press the start button. So now let's measure the accuracy. Now let's start both timer at the same time. So this is a little slower, nearly 10%, but if you change, for example, if you swap the two capacitor, maybe it will be better, or you can test different 10 microfarad capacitors in the 555 position until it is much more accurate. But for X-boiling it is enough for making some exercises, or I don't know. And if you want an absolute accurate device, then you can buy a small board also on ICStation.com, which produce a crystal oscillator stabilized 1 Hz at the output. And if you remove the 555 and to its output connect this board, then it will be an absolute accurate 1 minute clock. Or also you can use a GPS module which produces 1 Hz output, 1 pulse per secondum, but it's a little too big effort to make this small stopper timer more accurate, but that is also maybe a solution. Maybe I try it later because I have such a GPS module. I enjoy this. I like to assemble such circuits and so many LEDs. It's fun for insert. Let's see the pause mode. For example, at 5. Yes, now it is in pause mode. It is blinking. And if you release the pause button, then it continue counting. And if you press the stop button, it go back again. So I'm very satisfied with my work and with this product. Okay, the accuracy is not the best. If you do not want to remove this capacitor, you can connect a resistor, a big value resistor, parallel with this, and in that case you can make it faster, quicker. And if it is fast, then you can increase this capacitor, or you can also increase one of this resistor with a small serial resistor or a small serial trim pot. And if you have a clock at home, and I'm sure you have, it is very easy to compare this 1 second with the real clock 1 second, and in that case you can set it to very accurate. Maybe it wouldn't be a temperature compensated, but I mentioned earlier some very accurate solution. Or you can also buy a rubidium oscillator from the internet, but I'm afraid it is a little too expensive for such a small device. So you can buy it, of course, on ICStation.com. Don't forget the discount code which is mentioned in the description, and if you apply it at the end of your shopping, insert it into the code window, then you will receive 15% discount. So if you want such a nice 1 minute clock, then this is the time to get one. And I hope you found this video also useful, and in that case I ask you to thumbs up, press the like icon, and if you think that my future videos will be also interesting for you, then please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. I'm very close to the 1000 subscriber, so I'm very excitedly waiting who will be the 1000th subscriber to my channel. And finally, thank you for your watching, have a nice day and goodbye.